Today, we're adding Bluetooth and hands-free calling to this Fiero. Here we have a wireless call and Bluetooth receiver that's going to go into this car. Now you may be asking yourself, why would you want to do this? Well, maybe you want to be able to play Bluetooth music and or receive phone calls while you're driving in your older car and not put a disco LED light show of a head unit in your car instead. Maybe your car has a very good head unit already and you just want to add this functionality. So this box right here is your Bluetooth receiver and call receiver, and it plugs right in line with your radio antenna. And then using the app that comes with this, you can set this box to whichever frequency you'd like, and then it will stay on that frequency, and you can preset a radio channel and then easily switch on your normal head unit whenever you want. It comes with a wiring harness to put everything in. This is your call button, and then there's the microphone, and there's the packaging it comes in. So the first thing we're going to need to do is get behind the head unit because the device needs to go in line with the antenna, like I said. So we need to take the head unit out. This is going to vary depending on what car you have. So use this video as more of a generic install guide rather than a very specific how-to. Now that we have the head unit out, we need to identify a source of switched 12-volt power. So we're going to use the main connector that goes in the back of the radio, and if we turn the car on, you'll see that the yellow wire on the end there is providing 11.71 volts, which is our switched 12 volts. So that's the wire we will be tapping into on this car. So as you can see, we have the two wires out of the connector, and the way you do it in this car is there's this plastic part that sits between the two layers of wires, and you push in on the ends and then it comes out, and then you are able to deepen the connector, and these are sitting out here. The way we're going to attach wires to it is we're going to solder the wire to the back right here part of the connector. If you want to make this easier on yourself and you don't want to solder, you can splice into these wires and crimp. So on the wiring harness that's provided in the kit, you'll see this auxiliary wire, and that is for specific radio head units that have an aux input on the back of them. Because this head unit does not have an aux input, we're going to cut it off to make the wire harness installation just a little bit cleaner. So now we have the harness soldered in, and the good thing about the way that this is installed is it's completely reversible. So if you wanted to ever take this out, you could depin this connector again and desolder these wires. We've also installed the button, and this button's very crucial because it allows you to play, pause, skip your music. You can answer phone calls, and then if you hold it, to use the Google Assistant or Siri to do any of the functionality that both of those have. You want to make sure that this button is put somewhere where it's easily accessible and somewhere that you would be able to easily reach while driving the car. So if I have my hand on the wheel like this, I can easily reach over, have my other hand on the wheel, and I would be able to touch it without looking at my phone. Here's the microphone for hands-free calling. If you wanted to, you could clip the plastic clip that's installed with it and run the wire along over to the side and down your A-pillar over here, and then it would be able to meet up with the back. We're not going to put it in today because it's going to go in this piece of trim right there, and we're going to do it really nice and professionally, and we're running out of time for today, so that'll be a project for later.
The app is really only used to change what channel it's on. And I think that was probably a blank channel anyway.
Well, everything's back together now, and as you can see, the install is very, very clean. The only two things you can see right now are the call button and then the microphone, but other than that, there's no interior changes in here. And we've tested it out a couple times already, and it works pretty good, so I'd say that's a success. Ask it to do something that's not play a song.
Let's ask it the weather in Australia. How's the weather in Australia?
Right now in Sydney it's 73 and partly cloudy. Today, it'll be cloudy, with a forecasted high of 72 and a low of 61.
Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.